Hello, people. I know I'm a bit all over the place today. What was I going to do there? Yeah, so I had to change a setting on YouTube first of all, so I had to go and trick around for a few minutes. So I have to set stuff up. Usually I was a bit, last week was a bit more, actually, no, Wednesday was a bit more prepared. So a lot of stuff happening. Good, well, not suppose as much as the other day. But, you know yourself, there's so much happening. We might be live tomorrow night too. I have to see for 5 minutes or so. Not really, but why am I on the wrong thing altogether? I didn't even put it up today that was going to go live. I'm looking for a YouTube studio here. I should have probably put up too. It was going live, but sure. Look at the Tower Saturday's nearly done with already too. If this would work, that'd be great. So just give it a few minutes anyway. I suppose it's good that I just tricking about for a second. Is this the yoke that I'm looking for? It is. Hello, everyone. I think we are good to go. I just had to change the title, like not the title, but it's supposed to be the tags, like people in blogs and stuff like that. I don't even know how you do that. To be totally honest with you, I know how to do it in videos and stuff. Public. It's not settings, is it? I actually don't know. We don't answer. I would should look at it. It won't do much harm, I don't think. That was my fault. Yeah, I don't know how you change that, but sure, look at it'll do. Even though I'm not like doing a gaming stream, sure, look at it won't do any harm. Hello, everyone. It won't do. Oh, maybe actually here might be. Give me a second. Sorry, I know it's a nuisance. This thing. Yeah, I have it now. When people in blogs, that's what it is. Save changes, yeah, because it's under the gaming category. That's what I wanted to change. There we go. That should be that. How are we doing? Happy Saturday. I hope everybody's looking forward to St. Patrick's Day tomorrow. I don't know what people in Cavan look forward to too much because no parade in the town and stuff. But loads of people going to other parades. There's buses going and other there's other parades in the other parts of the county. I have my tea too. I put it over beside me because save me having to reach over. Hello. It's Mickey Joe. How are we doing, Fiona? How is Tricks? So I'm sure people have. I don't even know where to start, to be totally honest with you. So I suppose the main thing to talk about. Let me see. So the main thing to talk about, I suppose, at the moment, what's happening, which I would say Patrick's Day too. We probably have seen this. What's happened? So basically, outside the International Protection Centre in Dublin, there was loads of migrants sleeping along the side of the building. I suppose, well, it was kind of a shanty town, to be totally honest with you. The city council, I suppose, the government directed them to clean it up because obviously there'd be loads of tourists coming from Timbuktu and stuff, and it doesn't look too good. Loads of tents with just people everywhere. So they've just demolished basically the whole place. You can see here, Dublin City Council are taking away the stuff and all that, and they put them into some place in the other side of the country, or no, not the other side of the country, other side of Dublin. And apparently, there's a lot of them walking back and going back to the International Protection Centre. Apparently, that's what I'm seeing here the last few minutes. So there's a lot of activity there. So to see what happens. No, but it's a terror now. They only do it. The only reason why they done the same with the Pope. What's the Pope? No, it was Joe Biden that came that time when he came to Ireland. Only for somebody important coming and stuff like that. I watched that video early. Okay, yeah. No, I'm just explaining it because I just seen it literally there about 5 minutes ago, and I was like, yeah, I just thought it said. But I don't know. But at the end of the day, they shouldn't have been let into the country, these people, because we had nowhere to put them. So, why would you let somebody in just to leave them on the street? It doesn't make any sense. But You never know with this government what they're taking in their heads. Because it doesn't make any sense. Like, let's put it that way. It doesn't make any sense why we bring somebody in, and then you have nowhere to put them. And especially because Rodrigo Gorman was literally asking everybody and their mother to come along to the country and stuff like that. It's all well and good if you had someone to put them, but at the end of the day, they shouldn't be coming to a country and then be left on the streets. They're nearly better off from wherever they were from, going back to the country, because I'm sure majority of countries that probably are coming from probably are better off in the moment in house and terms than this country. Like at the moment in Cavan, take for example, because I was looking up at daft.ie, and in the whole County Cavan, take for example, this is a perfect example, there's only about 10 houses. 10 houses, that's all, in the whole County Cavan to rent, not even to buy. But that's terrible when you see that in one county, just 10. The study. Oh, I don't know. A lot of them are here for different reasons. Some of them did say they were here to study, and then some were saying, I don't know, what do they get? Seek international protection, make a life in Ireland. But you don't know. It's hard to know. People come for different reasons. Medicine. Oh, like be doctors. Yeah, there's a lot of them, but you get what I'm saying. There's a lot saying they want to come for this. There's a lot. It's the same with everything. They're coming for all different reasons. But still, at the end of the day, there's nowhere to put them. That's just the straight fact. There's nowhere to put them, and that's why they're on the street. There's nowhere to put them. But again, I found a place today. Wherever they're putting them, you probably know it's some up. It's like an old nursing home or something like that. They're putting them. I don't know where about somewhere. But again, they shouldn't. But they should have had a cap on the amount of people who were coming in from the start, anyway. Because it was ridiculous just bringing in an unlimited amount of people and expecting that you could do everything. Like it's crazy talk what the government were doing. But see what's happened now, which is a good thing. They've cut their money in social welfare and stuff like that. So when they come, they're only getting now €39 a week, and that's dropped substantially. There's only about maybe 50 or a few, like around that number coming into the country now, because the money's not there for them. They're not getting big money, basically. That's what I'm saying. Hello. Well, with the people who we don't have place for, we should probably deport them, to be totally honest. And it's not being harsh or anything, but when you don't have the place for them, what are you supposed to do with them? That's just a simple fact. What are you supposed to do with them when you have nowhere to put them? You get what I'm saying. But yeah, no, it has worked what they did in cutting their way and cutting their allowances and stuff like that. So it's worked a bit, but it should have been done long ago at this stage, because it would have saved a lot of hassle. But it's far too late now. To close the house. So I'm sure people know about this big operation that's happening down the west of Ireland at the moment. The west, yeah, around Kerry and stuff like that. In Cork, sorry, in Kerry. So they arrested the loads of people yesterday. They thought now this criminal gang was supposed to be bringing in €1 billion worth of drugs or something like that. So they're probably looking like the Irish naval ship, the one ship that's in the whole country, has gone to patrol around this area, whatever they're looking for. They probably are bringing in the drugs and stuff. But it's the fact of the matter is that this is the carry on that's going on, because we only have one whole ship, the only active naval ship in the whole state. It's been set down to deal with it, but there's no other ship to cover anything else. So God forbid, say tonight a fishing ship sank off the coast of Donegal. There's no whether they're supposed to they're Owen and I, but there's no naval ships. There's no naval support basically, because the whole navy is down the other side of the country. But yeah, no, like this is as Drew. I agree with Drew Harris on one thing he said. Like they've literally been given a free pass, drug gangs and stuff like that, just to go rampant and bring in drugs to their heart's content. Like they're just basically given a free pass because this country literally doesn't even have a navy. Iceland has fucking 10 ships and it's a Coast Guard. A Coast Guard has bigger ships. We're going to read RT's headline. I see, because I've just seen this too earlier on. I don't know, did I say hello to Aaron Only? How are you doing, Aaron Only? But yeah, so that's great. So yeah, not much information to that, but there was people 10 or so west of yesterday. Like it's crazy now. It's a lot of focus, but hopefully they'll find whatever they're looking for. I presume they know something that we don't know. Like, I presume they know there's drugs coming or something because they set the naval ship down to sort it out. But again, they're just giving the free pass because there's only one whole ship in the country to stop them from coming in. I don't know. We're having a big chat among ourselves. But yeah, that's another thing that's happening. But we have to see what happens. Like I'm seeing on Twitter here as I speak at the moment, about people being brought back to Dublin now from this place to put to I don't know whether. Yeah, so there's some of them walking back apparently from wherever they are in the Dublin Mountains. Somewhere in the Dublin Mountains, on the way back to Dublin, like they're walking down to Dublin. I don't get at all what's happening in this country now. It's crazy stuff now. Also, Joe Biden had his meeting with Leo Varadkar too. 2 miles from the up in Dublin. Oh, it is a tied up. Media covering up on lies. Oh, so yeah, but it's pretty much it's bad enough anyway. Like even just drug trafficking and stuff like that, it's still bad enough. But yeah, Ireland's known for human trafficking too. Like it's basically one and the same. Like it's really the same gangs that are doing it too. But they generally can't really cover it up that they have nothing to kind of stop them. And that's plain obvious. I don't know, but I'm just seeing this on Twitter now, so I don't know. But I presume it's the way because there's a lot of them walking back. It seems to be from wherever they are, somewhere in the Dublin Mountains. But yeah, no, as Drew Howard said, at least he's whitened something for once. Give Drew Howard credit that with only one naval ship in the whole sea to patrol Irish waters, drug traffickers and people with human trafficking and stuff like that are just given a free pass to do whatever they want, basically. Because there's nothing to stop them. That's just a straight up fact. It's not like one ship is not going to do much. So I don't know if this is true now. I'll try and fact check this to see am I right in this, but it seems to be true because there's a lot of people saying about it. That they are being moved. Oh yeah, they are white, Sean. Yeah, they're the only naval ship in the whole country is in port in Dublin. Yeah, that's right. So the media are kind of coping a bit, and well, unless it's been said now to do it. Yeah, you're right in that. Yeah, I didn't know that. See how I know this now. Uh, you're right in saying that. I had the fact check it, but you're right in saying that it is docked in port. I didn't think it was. Even at that, it probably shouldn't really be docked because it is the only ship in the whole country out in the waters. So this is from the Irish Naval Service alone. Like it is there. The ship's like public say, yeah. But to be totally honest, it probably should be on the high seas, because with only one ship in the whole country, it probably should be out patrolling international, like Irish territory waters. Because it'd be different if you had 15 or 16 ships, you could spare one. But there's no other ship to spare, because the rest of them are just dug. So yeah, the media are kind of having a fit. Unless it's being said now, unless they're just going back on what they say. Oh, so there's been no quest sent into the defence forces. Okay, that's different. Yeah, take time for that ship to move down from Dublin to Cork. Oh, I know. I was being gaslit with the media, but they probably will send it. Like, it probably will, even though it probably will be something. But I said they might send it, because especially now it's so obvious that it's literally on the Irish Naval website. And all to you like, oh yeah, it's gone out to do it. Um, so I say they probably will send it down. Uh, so we see what happens there. A lot of NGOs about Twitter today. Um, um, hmm, I don't know what to make of this. Yeah, it probably is human trafficking. I don't know. So it's either drugs or human trafficking, whichever one. Like, you know yourself, it's just kind of all gone crazy. Now to Cloven. Yeah, I seen that here. I seen that there a few minutes ago. I don't know how legitimate it is. It does seem to be forged media, because one of them had the mics and stuff like that. But I only seen it on the glance there. Um, um, suppose we see what happens. I suppose. Um, TPT. Feels like I'm not that awake today for some reason. I'm not that aware of what's happening around the place. Uh, yeah, like this is basically the stop out point. But Ireland is the worst country in Europe for human trafficking. Yeah, like it is the worst country. Because I remember it was down the country. Now this is probably last year, so there was somebody like fucking enslaved to basically like the word is literally like it is literally slavery, modern day slavery, human trafficking. Um, and he was locked in a barn and stuff down some part of the west, like down in the middle of Ireland somewhere. I think it was on CrimeCon, so I think that's where I seen it. Like I seen a clip of it online from CrimeCon. Um, yeah, have to use logic against media. I was still nonetheless. It still doesn't look too good, you know. Human trafficking and stuff. It shouldn't be happening in a country, a first world country and stuff like that. And it just goes back to the fact too that this basically is a lawless country at the moment. There's no law and order. People like you look at the news, well, even look online now, and you see the amount of, or even look at the local newspaper and see the amount of crimes and people up in court and stuff. Like the pages, is, like, it's that long. Like it's there's that much crimes being committed at the moment. It's unimaginable. Like it's just endless amounts of crimes being committed now in this country. Like this country is basically just a lawless hellhole at this stage. Um, yeah, people, not drugs, yeah, but definitely there's been drugs trafficking too. Like the two things are happening at once. Yeah, well, it doesn't seem to be any going by this, but definitely there's other ships like probably around the area that are bringing in drugs. Because you remember a few months ago, that was in Kerry, that was up the coast of Kerry, that was a bit probably further on. And he was a good Fine Gael man, the person who was caught for the drugs. Hello, Kevin. Uh, it was a good Fine Gael fellow. Was photographed with Simon Coveney and all that. Caught for loads of drugs being brought in the country, you know. Yeah, like it's crazy stuff. Let me just get my phone. Uh, so, what's going to so I'm sure we all know about this elderly man in Tipperary, his log cabin. Uh, so it does seem like Tipperary County Council are going to demolish it all, send him the well, he's probably are going to be sent to prison because he won't demolish it. So we have to see what happens there too. But it's still at the end of the day, it shouldn't be. They shouldn't be They shouldn't be sending him to prison. But let's put that way. Especially because there's nowhere else to go. Very little understanding, I suppose. Let's put that way. Or very little care of him, basically. And then, especially when you see in other parts of the country, they're allowed to just put them in for Ukrainians and all that. But no, see, because he's not from Ukraine, they don't like him. Yeah, I heard about what happened in Kerry, stabbing and sexual assault and stuff. There was obviously no description given. Well, I think they got him, whoever he was, and they got him. I think so. I didn't hear much about it. I know of it. Hello. How are you? How are you doing? Of course, there will be any. That's the thing, It's the same that time with when they were looking for that yellow van in Dublin. They were like, it's a yellow van, white. But what does he look like, or whoever that's driving it? Descriptions. Of course, all these are Irish names, of course. Not known to the woman yet, but I didn't hear much about it now, to be totally honest. I only heard the fake things about it. See, there's that much stuff happening in this country. It's hard to keep tracking. Then there was something in Dublin, was there, somewhere? I never know. I never found out what happened to that fellow up in Mullen yet. It was. Yeah, I think you were asking Fiona about it the other day. You found along the side of the road. I don't think anybody's ever said what happened. I have to check that out now. But I don't think anything was ever said about it. Now, that's a few days ago because we were last live when that happened. Oh yeah, I seen that. I was going to tell you that that came out, I think Wednesday night or so. I seen it. Yeah, I meant to tell you, but you seen it then before I got to tell you. Because I only seen it. Well, you remember I was doing the police simulator and you went. Actually, yeah, Sean and Aaron only. Yeah, the only reason why I left abruptly Wednesday night because the game crashed. Like the game literally just crashed after that one around. So that's why I just randomly left. Oh, it's the fan and traffic. But it's not even that. They didn't give us script. They only said a yellow van and stuff like that. But he could have got out of the yellow van and went off, and we wouldn't have known who he was. It's the fact of the matter they don't give descriptions anymore, people. They just can't say, oh, it's this. I got pissed off. I was getting pissed off too. The game was just, yeah, yourself. You were there when it was. The game literally was just pissing me off anyway. Like, it was generally just pissing me off. And then the game even pissed me off even more when it crashed. Like, it literally just froze and my stream froze and everything froze. But it was not even that. You seen the bullshit beforehand, and then the game just fucked me. When I was I was going to be on for another few minutes, and then, so sorry about that. And that's why I couldn't, I wasn't going to restart and stuff because I would have had to go through the whole lot again. So that's why I put it up on the community post about it. So that ever happens when I'm playing games and stuff like that. That's because it just crashed, and that's the reason why. Next page. We have to see. What was I doing? Oh yeah, Monaghan. Yes, the ending. What to find out what happened in him. So no, because I felt bad because he's probably wondering did I get killed or what happened. Did I say too much? Nothing really has been said about this body that was found. No, nothing has been said. I don't know if there's anybody here about it. Anybody else here anything about it? Yeah, nothing really else has been said. Um, uh, about the body. Do you remember the body along the side of the road up in Monaghan, some part of Monaghan? Um, Nothing really has been said since then. You remember we were talking about it? Fiona asked about it. What do you call it on? The fuck do you call it? On Wednesday. Sorry, I couldn't take them. And nothing has been said since then. It's all seems to be forgotten about. Yeah, I don't know. It's how nothing has been said, so I don't know what has happened. To be totally honest, I presume that he was hit and somebody knocked it, like hit by a car by mistake and just fired into the ditch. I presume that's what I'm going on. I could be entirely wrong about that. Yeah, because I'm looking here for them, actively looking for something about it, and it's not giving me anything. So I don't know. It's strange, but oh, maybe they're waiting for the post mortem or whatever. But I presume it would be done by now. Yeah, I presume it would have been done by now. Anyway, I keep a listen out on it. Um, yeah, I heard about a few people coming into the country in Waslair in the harbour. But it's not even that Tusla. We all know about Tusla, the biggest crooks going. Well, there's a lot of crooks in this country. But there's a lot of children being put into places they shouldn't be put into at the moment. What I mean by that is it's unregistered. A lot of the places, buildings and stuff like the people who are caring for them at the moment, they're not registered or anything. So they're just kind of giving them away for nothing, children and stuff like that. Like Tusla is just not the best people. Yeah, it's too much being covered up. That's what I'm saying. The same with this Tusla. God only knows what else. And same with Garda Síochána. Did you hear about that guard? Uh, he was assaulting the wife or something like that. He was, I don't know what it was. It was on, I seen it up on Twitter the other day. Like there's far too much. It's far too much being covered up. I agree with you now. Now, it's how they keep tracking though. Where am I? The Child Family Protection Agency. So I'm just looking at something here. Yeah, like it's just mess. Yeah, there was something about that. I seen it on Twitter. See, you see stuff on Twitter, and you look at it for a second, and there's too much stuff, and then there's other stuff, and then there's other stuff, and it piles onto your brain. It's far too much for you to process in your head. Is far too much. Like I just see too far too much stuff a day, and it's just far too much to try and get it into your head and trying to process and stuff. It's overwhelming the amount of stuff that's happening. Me, from me, are you asking me about being related? No, I'm not related to anybody. Like no, down Dublin. Oh, you're asking, yeah, you're responding down only, right? Okay, sorry. Um, what was I going to say? So I'm a bit all over the place today. Yeah, so Leo is over in America at the moment with Joe Biden, of course. Um, it's quite interesting, particularly one thing he said when he was over in the United States. Obviously, he said about St. Patrick. We talked about that the other day, but he's basically come out and said too what's going to be the biggest issue. Like he's basically acknowledged that it's going to be the biggest issue, immigration and stuff like that. But he didn't acknowledge it when he's in the country and stuff. Do you know? Do I know? Not that I know of. No, not that I know of. Any. See, people know me, but I don't know them. Majority of people, I couldn't tell you who they are. But they could tell who I am. They know straight away who I am, but I don't know who they are. Majority of the cases, I know a lot of people, but a lot of them I don't know. They would know me. I wouldn't know them. It's the same in majority of cases. Like people know me. I often people be talking to me in the town, and I wouldn't know them. I know them to see, but you wouldn't know their names and stuff like that. But they know exactly who I am, and you know, it's kind of just one of those things. See, it's hard to remember 100 billion names to say them. Like often people told me who they were and stuff like that, and I'd be talking to them every once in a while. And it's just far too many names to remember this person, remember that person. Like it's crazy. I should just get a book and start writing names down. Um, so let me see. I'm just trying to see because there's not much. And you got it. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Um, um, we'll find the Christmas again. This year coming. What the fuck? Um, so I think. So I think you can show this in it. Uh, yeah, I think you can. Yeah, just to show. I'm presuming you've seen it already. Like I'm just rehashing stuff at this stage. But that's what I was talking about earlier on. But people walking, like people who have moved to this place in the Dublin Mountains, as you can see, they're all walking back to Dublin. So I don't know how long it is. Like it definitely is a long walk, probably from the Dublin Mountains to inner city, like the asylum, what they call it, international protection system, like international, whatever they call that place. Also, where am I here? I'm not with it today, and I can tell by me not as aware, I suppose, what's happening. Um, so Michal Mountain is over. Get out there. I know. I suppose I don't know what the accommodations like they were put there, but I know. Oh, I know it's not from Everest or things. It would still be a fair distance and a few hours and a but I don't know what the accommodation was like they were going to be given and stuff like that. Yeah, like I wouldn't know Dublin too well to be the answer. Um, but I presume it's a few hours in it. So yeah, have a look at this. Like, look at this. This looks delusional. Well, not delusional, but very ironic. Both countries want to bring in hate speech letters. Like Justin Trudeau's government is insane. If you think our government is insane for the hate speech, but they want to lock us up. This fellow wants to lock us up for 5 years. This fellow wants to lock people from Canada up if they take too much, basically for life. He wants to lock them up for life. So at least the two of them on the same level, basically. It's what they're both running the same picture. Like look at this. You know, there we go. That photo, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The two Taiwans are supposed to get. So they're both talking about the hate speech legislation. Yeah. I wonder how much they pay for the pint. And stuff like that. I just thought I'd show you that because I just seen that there earlier on. And I was like, oh, right. Yeah. And also, what do you call what the Hildegard Nocton? Yeah, where's Hildegard Nocton these days? She's off in Singapore, isn't she? Where is Hildegard Nocton? We don't want to see Hildegard Nocton, but can I find her Twitter? Pegele. What is the government chief whip, is she? I'm actually delusional. I need to find this Singapore. Yes, but no, she gives something to the Singapore and go like as a gift. I can't remember what it was. I had to look it up. I like Pegele. Megele. Excuse me. I know weird question, but how do you spell Hildegard Nocton? Like at least Hildegard and stuff like that. Like it's such a long word, I think. Like I know I'm dyslexic, stupid bollocks. I don't know. It's such a weird one. Pegele. Helgoland. Someplace in Germany. Okay. Yeah, thank you. I try and look for it now. Because I can't remember. She gives them something. I can't remember what she gives them, but I just was like, that's just stupid what you're doing. Now waiting to see, it probably deleted it by now. I try not to. Oh yeah, sorry. The woman in the there we are. Hildegard Nocton. Yeah, well, people probably shouldn't be calling TDs and stuff like that. No, they're watching the Six Nation in Singapore. Isn't it great for them? All on the taxpayer, of course. So, like, I don't get it, to be totally honest. I don't get it. So, yeah, so it was nice of the Singaporean government to have time to talk to Hildegard Nocton, of course. But it was very weird why, like, how does she get this into the country, first of all? I know she's a minister, government chief whip, she's in the government. But let's be fair, if I went with this now in the morning after Singapore to some country, yeah, Eamon Ryan he's talking about climate change on what kind of did he literally go on? Like he must have literally brought the plane on a barge and went off to Brazil because he's talking nonsense. He's I don't know how to how to listening to him over from Brazil because he's generally just talking nonsense. Like he's over there talking about climate change and stuff like that, and after him flying though, like any hypocrisy there at all, like. Eamon Ryan's just he's high on coke or something in the game. Like nobody wants to listen. But yeah, Hildegard Nocton. So she went on a plane, just to say, whatever plane. She went on a plane with Bowie's tea and give it to I think this is the Singaporean interior minister, is the interior minister. So why the fuck? First of all, you're not really allowed to bring in sweets and stuff like that into countries and so liquids and stuff like that. So presume that you're not allowed to bring in tea bags and stuff. And not even that. Imagine that well, obviously the Irish government are paying for a hotel and everything and whatever luxuries she has. But it's not even that. It's nice of them to accommodate her to come to Singapore and stuff. But just to give them Bowie's tea and that's it. Like you just come along and just give them Bowie's tea. You know, like quite literally, this is not even Photoshop. Like this is Hildegard Nocton's, thing. So national drug strategy. Yeah, well, Eamon Wine should have went to buy. Eamon Wine should be over that. He's very familiar with it. But yeah, so it's just cringe. So I don't know why she bothered. Like, what the fuck? I presume if that was me and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Coming along, giving us a box of tea bags. Like I thought it was Photoshop, but it isn't Photoshop. It's actually real. Also, apparently she's very busy in Singapore. Like I find this very ironic too. Also, yeah, what was I going to say? Like this, I know I'm on about Hildegard now, no day. Um, but I don't know. But yeah, what was I going to say? So Ireland and the United States has 100 years of diplomatic relations today. Would you believe 100 years? It's the United States recognized, I suppose, Ireland. Yeah, like yeah. So you can't hero, obviously. I suppose you're happy not the hero, but no, I just thought this was pretty funny. Like, she's in the jungle and she's yeah. She's playing. Where was the bit that I found interesting? Like, what does that even mean? Like, you hear this a bit. Like, I want to know what this means. Like, what does this even mean? Like is Ireland just a backwater country that nobody understands what Ireland is or something like that? It's been very successful, she says too. Obviously, if she paid for it and stuff like that, and it came out of her salary for the flights and for the accommodation and stuff, she wouldn't be too happy about it. But it's been very successful because I wasn't out of pocket; the taxpayer was. So this is all part of Fine Gael's commitment. Like, what is like? What did they like? Did the people in Singapore take Ireland just neglected or something like that? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, but they can always stay there. Yeah, the former British colony anyway. Yeah. British Malaya, I suppose, back in the day. But it's not even that. Like, what? That's Fine Gael's strategy. We had to expand Ireland's role in the world stage. Like, we've been here 100 years. What do you want from us? Um, like people know Ireland's a big international country. Like, obviously, with all the big tech companies and stuff like that. Like, it's bullshit to be really honest with you. Like, if that's the reason why she turned up to Singapore, like this is the reason they're given, and coming along with Bowie's tea and giving them a box of Bowie's tea, like a Bowie's tea of all things, give them a box. Uh, so yeah, like, I just found that very weird. Yeah. No, I just found it very very weird. The whole endeavor. And especially when she said, "Oh, this is Fine Gael's strategy to put Ireland on the world stage and stuff like that." Like, we're not already on the world stage. What do you want from us? You know. I think they like to make an excuses just to go off on a holiday. The taxpayer paid for and all that. That's all the excuse to have. You know. Like I'm just watching to see what half of these, these clowns are doing. So Papa Hackett, the one that's coping, she's still coping. She's in Lithuania at the moment. She's been in all the countries. Been everywhere. All taxpayer paid for, just to say. Like it's just weird to see them. Like they're just acting weird. I think all of them are on drugs. Also, all of them won some rugby game apparently. Very good, very good. Head of offices in Chicago. Like, geez, there's more people at the Chicago parade of St. Patrick's Day than there would be in Dublin. Yeah, I haven't seen much about the Rodrigo Gorman. I haven't seen anything. Yeah, I haven't, like, it hasn't come up. I'm looking on Twitter about it. Like, I'm actively looking up the ministers just to see what they're at. Because at the end of the day, we should know what they're at, because let's be fair. We're paying for it. Also, Sinn Féin's over in Timbuktu. Where they're over in the United States looking for money. Looking for the money, Dutch. Yeah, I can't find anything else in the moment. I presume the West ministers are looking like fools going over and doing things. Yeah, well, hopefully they didn't know how to go home and didn't bring a box of Barry's tea now to Japan. Yeah, I haven't seen what they're doing, but I know about Papa hacking, so I can see. I see them on Twitter and Hildegard Nocton and had a hub voice and stuff like that. I haven't seen like anybody else really. I've seen Miha Mahons. Like they'll be putting up little stuff on Twitter and stuff. I'm just kind of seeing what kind of bullshit they're doing. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, no, sorry, I'm too busy looking at Twitter and stuff like that just to see what's happening. Dun, 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 But anyway, so look at when you like to be a TD in the doll. Yeah, people like Japan. A lot of people like Japan. Like the way Japan is. A lot of people like it. It's one country a lot of people like to go to on holidays and stuff like that. They're very respectful now in Japan. You wouldn't want to go over and cause trouble. Do you remember when Logan Paul and them? I'm sure everyone only knows what I'm talking about. Do you remember when Logan Paul and them were just causing the workers in Japan? Like being disrespectful, I suppose. In the forest, yeah. Not even that. Do you remember them were jumping around and stuff like that on the streets and stuff like that? Just being wholly disrespectful. And then in the forest too. That didn't go well. But still, it was a pretty fucked up thing just talking about the forest thing from Logan Paul. That was a pretty fucked up thing to do. And to put it on YouTube. And YouTube done nothing about it. They do nothing. Like, they done nothing to do anything. Oh, no, Logan Paul, but no, the wedding holiday, the wet there was for whatever reason. They're not that big in Japan, but they were there causing the workers in Japan. And obviously they're about respect and stuff like that over Japan. And obviously they're not for people jumping around and fucking acting a maggot and stuff like that. Yeah, Japan, like they're pretty fucked in the terms of birth weight and stuff like that. Obviously not allowed to talk about that. About birth weight and stuff. You're not allowed to talk about it, or you'll be a good friend in the Irish Media Commission will come along and tell you to go. But the forest did still, and yeah, like I don't know why YouTube never done that. That's a good 47 years at this stage that happened. But it's not even that. Like a lot of young people watch Logan Paul and Jake Paul. Like they're both fucking stupid bollocks, if you ask me. Yeah, but like the birth rate in Japan, particularly if you look it up, it's terrible. There's more people dying a day than there actually has been born. So there's only about 1 million people that have been born in Japan a year. That's not a lot for a country of that size. There's more people dying in Japan than there's people being born. So basically, the population is aging and stuff like that. That's what's happening. Like Japan is pretty fucked. Where is that actually? I seen it on Twitter one bit. I have to go and do a search. Piggy. Oh no, it's probably dog years away. Yeah, we better. I don't think I'll find it. Unfortunately, unfortunately, falling for the lefty myth that the immigration is a good thing in Japan. Yeah, the mission will be a myth for much longer when when they come in and stuff like that. They realize pretty soon. Let's put it that way. But yeah, no, it's not doing too good in terms of birth rates, whatever has happened. Particularly in Japan, well, across Europe, it's not going too well, but particularly in Japan, it's very bad. Bum, 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 bum. More relaxed stream than Wednesday, anyway. See, I'm a bit tired and stuff like that, so that's why I'm not that energetic, I suppose. I'm just kind of chilling. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. Uh, Me, no excitement. I don't. I will be going to, but I use excite. He's going to any parades, basically. That's the question I could ask. Not really. Like I won't see much. I won't be watching them in the one in Dublin I did, so I'll just be kind of just chilling. I won't be doing much, basically. Like a lot of people, I think are just not really that excited about him. It's not like, as I said to you the other night, it's not like it was years ago. Now these people just like, yeah, whatever. 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 Good idea. Yeah, like the Dublin one, I wouldn't even bother going near it if it was going near it. Oh, I wouldn't even bother watching it. Outside the house, I. Yeah, I see people not too bothered with parades, I don't think anymore. Whatever, but the ones in rural Cavan might be interesting. But the ones in rural Ireland. Yeah, there isn't that much. Remember Wednesday I had about 5 million things up on my screen. There's nothing really there today. There hasn't much really gone on. Only the last hour or two there's been stuff going on in terms of what's happening in Dublin at the moment. There's nothing really else to add, I suppose, to that at the moment yet. What the fuck? That's insane. I think this is correct. It must be correct. Just give me a second. I'm just seeing this randomly on Twitter or whatever. So Bog Gosh Energy 200. Is this legitimate? But this is gas apparently. It seems to be legitimate. Yeah, it does seem to be legitimate. Hopefully, I don't think there's any information on it. No. Yeah, the Easter Rising commemoration too is coming up. So I just seen this now. I don't know how accurate, but it's a bit like both Gosh Energy's bit. Going by this user here. So apparently two pensioners in their 80s. So you can kind of see here. The carbon tax is 51 something for that. The fat is 63. The government are making a killing at that. Oh, that's going to the government. Previous bill was 317 euros. Like that's still a lot, 317 euros. And this is gas. Like this is not even electricity. Somebody pointed out here. And that's only for gas before paying anything in electricity. Like that's true. Like this is just gas. Like this is just a gas bill. This is not even the electricity bill. So I hate to see if they're paying 300, probably I presume a month. No, it isn't that. So it's on the 6th of December 2022. So about 2 months, is it? Would it be? Yeah, 2 months soon. It's less than 2 months. A month and a bit, probably. Oh no, it would be 2 months. Yeah, because the 6th of December. Yeah. So minus, yeah. So the government subsidizes it a bit, 79 euro, but still at the same time it didn't do that. But I feel bad for these people now. Like that's a joke. Like it's him and Ryan that's to blame for this. It's a carbon tax that's to blame. And that's what it is. A smart meter. Nearly 600. I don't get 600. Where does that say? Oh, it's these numbers, but I don't get watts and stuff like that. I wouldn't correct the bit. I wouldn't spend that much 3 years. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. These smart meters, I wouldn't trust them because if I was you. I didn't see anything about anything. Every 2 months, yeah. Oh, so we paid every month. See, this confused me. Doing a job with the people in the Green Party. Well, they all pretty much one and the same in the same. But hopefully maybe it's a mistake for these two people in the way it is. Hopefully that it's not true, or hopefully that they. So they might. Oh, well, there's credits now for electricity and stuff. I don't know what it would count for the gas. Oh. Interesting. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, Wales hasn't been that bad. It was bad for a good while. It's about 200 or 100 a month, which is not bad. at the moment. Like the other one, like not this month hasn't come in yet. It was last month was 150 or something like that, which is not bad. 150. But see, I'm not here half the time, so that's the reason why. Um, which is not bad. 150, I suppose. Yeah, and then the one like the December one, the one in January was the it was 230, 240, something like that. But it wasn't that bad because obviously Christmas, you have Christmas lights on and stuff like that. So all in all, not too bad. Wasn't that bad. Not the worst. But we used to get ones, yeah, at 700, and we used to get ones at 800 at one stage. Thanks, Fiona. Yeah, I think he deleted them, but thank you for when he did when they were up. That's when has gone down. Yeah, it's always good to support your local suppliers. The taxi service Virgin Media. I agree. Let's go, Brandon. I agree. Uh, electricity bill tripled. Like this month or last month. Um, we haven't got one that tripled. As I say, it was last year, middle of last year when it was bad. The most, like the recent one was 150, yeah, and the other one was nearly 230, something like that. That was this January. We haven't got this month, so. But still with up nonetheless. Like I don't mind €100 or so, or 100. At most, it should maybe be €150 a month for people. At most. But anything after that's just kind of whipping people off. To be totally honest. Well, again, it depends. If you're all the time on computers or on the fucking watching the telly and stuff like that. But for a lot of people, they're at work, they have children, they don't have much time. You know. But if they're at work and stuff like that, they shouldn't have to. November. Yeah, well, November's one. Yeah. Yeah, but Christmas one's always going to be dear for everybody. The Christmas lights and stuff like that. But no, it hasn't gone that bad for me, thankfully, yet. But the government do have credits, I think. Because see, the last bill that we paid was some credits on, or something. The government paid it. Well, the taxpayer paid it. That's what I. Like everyone in the country got credits or something like that. I don't know how much they were, but whatever they were. The last one, I don't know. I didn't really look at it. Just kind of whatever they took out of my account, that was it. I didn't really pass much marks on it. Like I can just look at them and then just don't pass much marks. Yeah, these data centers. Yeah, they're taking up the energy of a whole city, like more cities, probably the whole country. Some of these data centers, and they're just allowed. They don't even pay tax. That's better. They don't even pay tax for being here. They're just allowed to do whatever they want. But the taxpayer flips the bill with them, of course. Like the big fucking one. There's a big like the TikTok data set though. It's fucking not enormous. Yeah. What time are we? We'll probably just go into 8 o'clock and that'll be fine. Yeah. Well, to see, I don't even know at all what to make of these data sets. They shouldn't be here. But, if like at the end of the day, these big data centers they could nearly pay for their own producing of power. Like they shouldn't be taken out of the national grid. They should be able to power themselves. Basically, if they're able to build big, fucking huge data centers, they should be able to buy or build some yoke that can produce power for their place specifically. But sure, they don't want to do that because again, the politicians win with, and they're getting cuts out of it. So that's the only reason why. Only for that, on the Navan practice. See, I wouldn't know. Like they're all up in Dublin. I've often seen the big fucking huge places, but I wouldn't know where they're from. Then I went up to 400 back to. It shouldn't be that much now. It shouldn't be that much. At most, as I say, it should be 150. At most, it shouldn't be more than that. Like what do like you had to walk the majority of the day. I don't know where they're coming from with that. You don't have a smart meter on that, is it? Because I think these smart meters, to be totally honest, I think they're just a big scheme to put up the price of electricity, to be totally honest. There's something about them that's not doesn't sit right, I suppose. Especially because as soon as they put in these smart meters, it seems like people's prices have gone through the roof. But you're not allowed to say that, unfortunately, because you'll be arrested. Big tech will come after you. Big energy will come after you. Yeah, you didn't get one. I don't know. No, I just thought that was weird when the first announced it. Then started my yeah. When the first announced, like when the first prices and stuff hikes and stuff like that went up, they were just putting in smart meters and stuff like that. So I don't know. Maybe conspiracy theory up I know, but I don't know. They're probably just whipping everybody off. Like, they are just whipping everybody. Like I think the ESB has made a profit of 600 million or something like that last year. Yeah, I was thinking that myself because I remember when they put them in and stuff like. About it to the price of triple. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a conspiracy theory. No, because I just thought about that there. Now. But maybe I'm just conspiracy theory 2.0. But unfortunately, the conspiracy theories are usually right. That's something they need to contest with. That they usually are very right. Well, you wouldn't want to be in the United States Senate to see. What the fuck? The books. Oh no. Big energy be after me. We don't want that. And we don't want big energy. Somebody with big tech is a nuisance without having big energy. Hey, Gilly. There's nothing really. I'm looking for stuff to talk about. There's nothing really. There's nothing really too much happening at the moment. All it's quiet on the Western Front. Anything with one voice. We were handed bills on. Yeah, when the Ukraine thing, but then they put in the smart meters too, and I know that they probably did use but they probably used the excuse of Ukraine just to charge people more to be totally honest, because it seems to be everything Putin and this that and I think they were just looking for the excuses. Because there's something like the ESB or heard that somebody said they're making 600 million last year or something like that. Yeah, around 600 million or something like that. So they wouldn't off with it. They're just they're seeing an opportunity. It's the same with every company. When you see an opportunity, they take it. They rob people. Yeah. Yeah, it's all money racket. That's exactly it. Yeah. Ending with one voice. What? Interesting. By paying for the ESP units before we use them as well. Oh, wait, that's a conspiracy theory right there. We can't talk about that here. Oh, the Ministry of Truth to come in here. If we had a smart meter, we would have. So you're saying smart meters do work, but see, I wouldn't know much. I don't know much about electricity. It's just what I, observed and stuff like that. Like I wouldn't know how smart meters and stuff like that work, especially anything to do with the Green Party and for the greater good and all that. You have to question the motives. So just seeing this too here now. Lisa Chambers has taken the scenic route going around the fucking place. In our car. So she's claiming huge expenses. It's not surprised there, but yeah, mein God, So she got from. So she lives in Castleblau, like in Mayo, and to drive to Let's Out, she gets 27,000 euro in car allowances. 27, nearly 30,000 in car allowances. That's a whip off. 37,000 euro. 37,000 euro. Don't get one. Oh, right, it doesn't work. Yeah, it's just 37,000 euro, just to say, just in car allowances. Isn't it great? That's not even a whole wage on top of it and other expenses, of course. The green are good, exactly. It's all about the green are good. Yeah, it was not as bad, at least, as the United States, because at this stage you can't have lost count of how much the United States has given Ukraine. To whip us off. That's a good way of putting it, yeah. See, as I say, I wouldn't know. I'm only going by my exorbitant. Like, I know people that would know. I've never been that interested in how electricity is produced and stuff like that. If you can, yeah. Well, good advice, yeah. Yeah, the Irish government, Leo's bots. Do you remember when Leo had all these bots out to make the government look good and stuff? Leo's bots. I don't know. They're probably still doing that. The government are doing great. Oh, yeah. I don't know why they actually, because I didn't see much like when the referendum was on. They didn't have much positivity under the comments. Of course, there's money to burn down it. But yeah, it's great. It's well for Lisa Chambers with 37,000 euro in car allowances. It's a great country just for traveling from Castlebau to Dublin. Cayman. It's exorbitant. And then an 80,000 euro paycheck at the end of for a month's year's work. No, there's no parades, but that we're not that big. There's one in Belturbet, but there's none in Witherspoon. It's too small of a village to have parades here. It's usually the big towns in Cavan would have them. Like the small places wouldn't have them. They did have ones years ago here, but yeah, that was donkeys years ago, probably in the 80s and 90s, probably. We share a dream, dancing with one voice. Do, we are Australian. Anyway, I think we probably will go another 5 minutes anyway. There's no parade in the town. Did I not tell you this already? There's no parade in Cavan Town. They couldn't get people, so not in the town. But I'm not going to any parades. No, I'll just be here, chilling. Now I'm going to kind of just sit back and relax more. Like there's no one in the town. It's in Killashandra and the other towns. What? Yeah, is this news to you? Is this news? Because I've been literally saying it for the last month about no point. They couldn't get people in the town and stuff like that. Like, literally, I've shown 100 times. Is this news to you? I literally talked about it on Wednesday. Jesus, Sean, you must be too busy. You're too busy texting people. That's the problem. You're too busy texting the women. You have too many women on the go, and that's the problem. You're too busy on the Snapchat talking to all these women. Now I know what you before you say anything. Let me get this up, sorry, because I did show it now Wednesday. But long story short, they can't get the people, but just to show you, because they didn't get anybody. It's not the money. It's not to do with money or anything. Like, we have loads of money. I want loads of money. Hey, money. Where the fuck am I? Here we are. Which one, Bowen? Tight house, excuse me. Ooh, what am I doing here? Sorry, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Yeah, I get the article up now. Like, it literally times this. So yeah. So this was 2 weeks ago now, but nobody is not going to go ahead basically because they haven't got the volunteers. So as I say, the people who are in it are nearly in those 70s, and they just don't really want to do it and stuff like that. So that's basically it. It's just no follow. There's nobody to organise. There's no committee basically. So that's the problem. Also, why is Northern Sound of the Moon playing American country hits near St. Patrick's Day? Like, American country hits. Yeah, it's not supposed to be Irish country hits or something like that for near St. Patrick's Day. Oh, it's not fun. No, the money's there. Like, there's loads of money there. Like, literally loads. There's tons of money there. There's an endless amount of money. Like, there's loads of money. The money's not the problem. It's the committee. Like, they have nobody to wants to organise it. It's just the money is there. Like, there's loads of money. Yeah. I know it's a lot of hassle too. Like, as I was saying in the other stream, it's a lot of hassle for the committees and stuff like that. But the money, there's loads of money. The council have big grants they got to give them for different things. Because there's money there, probably 50,000 or something like that. For things. I know they're not really disappointed because a lot of them are going to, if we're going to participate in the parade and stuff like that, they're going to kill Alexandra, Batobato, Cotil and stuff like that. That's what they're going. So they have other parades on, technically. So. Oh, so you're accusing me of wanting to start one? Like, starting a parade here. How am I going to start a parade? In the air show, my house doesn't shake with impact jet over. I'm not even in by. Oh no! Are you sure you're not gone back to the Second World War time? Where there's kamikazes and stuff. You might be in a time machine. I know what you're talking about the air show. I often see clips of it online. A time machine would be very handy. It'd be actually pretty basic if somebody had a time machine. I don't know what to talk about. It's the St. Patrick Day Lisa. That's what it is. Of course. As you do, of course. San Paddy, yes. San Patrick, yeah. San Patrick. Yeah, it's San Patrick. Sounds so stupid. Yes, it's St. Patrick's system, technically. Piggy. Mexican professional. Oh yeah, well, yeah. I get what you're saying. It's kind of Mexican sounding. Yeah. um. We're in Mexico. Oh no. Peggle. Oh, mig meng what the alta. Um. I should have put them on music, but I didn't. I have to start putting on music because I have them here. Like I had it here and I never pressed play because that's the problem I had here. Which I probably should have because it's sitting here and I probably should have fucking put it on. Uh, Also, what was I going to say? Operation Dragoon is going forward nicely for in June. He's going to have good content in June, and he's be delighted in June for the good content. He's all looking forward to it. He's counting down the days at this stage into June. This will be pretty base content, just to say. Best in the business. No, we're not having that. We're not doing that. No, in June. Yeah, it would be pretty funny if we done something like that. Make a game and just have that handle. I'm the mountains and the valleys in a London dreaming. Piggly. Is there anything else happening on the Twitter one before we go? Oh shit, here we go again. Also, it's not looking good for the mayor's election in Limerick. It's not looking good for the Social Democrats in Ireland now, just to say. In the Limerick Lord Mayor election, it's not looking good for them. They might not be it's not going to go too well for them. Man of was wife from a silencer. What is he doing with that as well? Interesting. Somebody's going around with a silencer. It's the hitman. He's going around with a sniper and a silencer. Like he probably shouldn't be. Why would he be doing that? Mama, one who lost Matilda. I am Australian. Out to protect the local post office. Yeah, like the out to close all the post offices. See, the only thing that's keeping post offices at the moment open, and we all know what the only thing that's keeping them open is people on the dole and stuff like that, people on job seekers and pensioners going in to collect their pension and stuff. But that's the only thing that's keeping post offices open. Like the ones that are out there, that's the only thing that's keeping them open. Eventually, there'll be no such thing as post offices. Like it'll be all online and stuff. Like there'll be no such thing as letters too. I know all about it. I know all about it. Like that's what I'm saying. I don't think people will vote that in. Let's put it on. Like she is entitled to. Like she is a politician entitled to her own beliefs and stuff like that, of course. But you know, there's a lot I could say, but you know, you get what I'm saying. It's not the best look too for a councillor to do that. I wouldn't do it if I was one of her a councillor in Cavan, I wouldn't have done that during the lockdown and stuff like that. I wouldn't have done it. Yeah, but that's something keeping post offices open. Like eventually it'd be all gone now. The post office, like, there's none really left. Like it's all going to be online sooner or later. Like get your money online, get this, get that. You know, Paddy's is coming. Paddy is coming. Also, what the fuck do you call this? Uh, who is this one anyway? So human. Pretty much a mess, yeah. Yeah, only for his videos now. Not many people would know of it. Yeah. Yeah, it's not the best luck now. And I could say a bit more, but you know. Yeah, we don't want to go there either. We don't want that. The Social Democrats wouldn't be too pleased with going there now. I know what you're talking about with that, but they wouldn't be too pleased with that now. They kind of want to forget about that. White privilege. You remember when Ben Scallon was asking them at the conference? It was about a month ago or something. And they were all looking at him like he had 5 heads on him. Just the faces of them. I don't know what to make of that one now. That time. Basically, Social Democratic Party here are very weak. Not the party that you probably bought anywhere near this country. Yeah, and Harley Collins. Yeah, that's why we need Santa in. We need Santa Patrick to come in and take over. That's what we need. That's when the Social Democrats Party meets business then. Because generally, who would vote for the Social Democrats? We're going to build 50,000 houses. Or just how are you going to build them? Where are you going to get the money for it? We're just going to build them. We're going to build more than Sinn Féin. Like it's just some game or something. You can just build it and stuff. It's like City Skylines to play on. They just play City Skylines. And that's it. But you can just build houses. Well, they're all pretty much woke in the Social Democrats. They're all very and the same people who probably not many of them that are not woke, I suppose. I think it's one of the requirements to join the Social Democratic Party, like in Ireland here. I don't think they would accept me, unfortunately. They probably would shoot me. In the game, of course. In the game. Piggy. Bum, 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 bum. Oh dear. Social Democratic Party are very upset. Huh? Like they never want to talk about that again. Like the talk that time they mentioned it was, and then they just never mentioned it again. Piggy. I just dropped my pen. Yeah, I don't know what Holly Cohn's feelings. Like it doesn't seem. I generally don't know what she's taking in her head. We're going to build 50,000 houses, but how are we going to do it? Like there's no logic behind it. Basically, like it's not. I simply couldn't, if I was a leader of a party in the morning, I simply couldn't just get up and say, "Oh, we're going to build this and that and the other." Because at the end of the day, is what you had, the manpower and the stuff with sources that you have. It's what gets built and what gets built and stuff like that. As long as you're making good quality houses and stuff like that, then that's the main thing. Which is, again, the main thing is that so many people leaving the country to go off to Australia, builders and labouring people and stuff. There's nobody here to build houses. Yeah, lives in Fairyland, exactly. Lives in Netherland. Lives with him and Ryan and fucking Fairyland, literally is. They're not talking in reality. They're just kind of off in their own delusions. Like, generally, they are just off in their own delusions. Because she didn't say she was going to bring people back from Australia, give them more money and stuff, like give them tax breaks and stuff that they got into government. They said, no, we're just going to pay 50,000. How are you going to do it? Nobody knows. Same with everything in the Social Democrat Party. Your woman, who's your woman? Oh, you're talking to Sean. Yeah, Sean has a lot of women that go, oh, I'm only joking. Of course. In the game, of course. In the game. That's how you don't get to. Allegedly, of course. Allegedly, of course, too. Allegedly. Oh, I haven't only said you right. I was going. See, I'd be looking down on his channel now and again to see it's that much I have to look at. Yeah, I often see his channel pop up in my yoke too. I often do. Ooh, Piglet. Yeah, so is there anything else before we need to go tonight? Because I don't want to keep you up all night because I'm kind of low energy, I suppose, in the way. Like, I'm not as much energy as I probably had Wednesday night, let's put that way. This is war. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, I suppose I should have mentioned this. It's probably seen about Denmark. Denmark is going to recruit men and women into conscription in the armed forces in Denmark. Yeah, the weather's been not the best too. The weather's kind of been fucked. So the weather's not helping me, I don't think. It's just been fucking miserable weather the whole fucking last few weeks. Well, not the last few, the whole last week. It's just been fucking miserable. Friday was good enough. Like, it was nice sunshine. The evening time was a bit shitty now, but it was nice sunny for the majority of the day. And then it became shitty today. It's just one of those tired days. I need to get what Eamon Ryan is on. Eamon, wake up, Eamon. At least I'm not asleep. Imagine if I go live and just fall asleep. It'd be like Eamon Ryan. Minister Eamon Ryan. Oh, Eamon, wake up, Eamon. I wonder, is he sleeping much now in Brazil, or is he out in the jungle? He might be out talking to the cartels and stuff like that about trade deals in white stuff. I heard that Biden's going down to the meeting too. Yeah, I don't think Ireland ever have conscription because let's be fair. You need to have some kind of function in army, then, and we don't have that at this stage. Like, Denmark has some kind of function in the defence force. Ireland just doesn't have it. It's nowhere to be found. Like, structured, like already structured defence forces. Like it's just fucked. I suppose it's whatever. Like if some woman wants to join the army, I suppose it's not if they want to do it. I don't think people should be forced to in the majority of countries. But it's up to them if they want to be in the army, they can. You know, but it's going to be mandatory for a year. I know that you have to serve in Denmark. You know, for Leo, I think it is, and same with men too. But obviously, it won't come here. Let's put out a description because the Irish public don't want it, and and because if we stay out of NATO, then you'll be fine. But see, Scandinavia is already like as I say, Finland is. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there needs to be a structure. Like the Danish Defence Force is about nearly 20,000 strong. Imagine Denmark has 20,000 soldiers, like just there as permanent defence forces. And they have a navy and an air force. Ireland doesn't have that, Ireland doesn't have an established military. It only has a dad's army military, basically. That doesn't even have like one ship in the whole country. Like Denmark actually has more ships in the water than Ireland. Like you need to have some kind of function. Like the Finnish defence forces, they have conscription for men. Every man, when they hit 18, they have to serve in the Finnish army. Stuff like that. But the Finnish defence forces are well established and well fit to it, and it costs a lot of money too. It costs billions to, like in Finland, it's something like 17,000 young men a year go to like conscription for training for 6 months, and it costs a lot because they pay for ammunition, they pay for the clothing, they pay for healthcare and stuff like that. It's a lot of money. It's an awful lot of money, and particularly for Ireland and stuff like that. I don't think the Irish government will be willing to spend it. Because at the end of the day, we all know what the Irish government want. They want a European army. They don't want an Irish army. They want a European army. Because this is why they neglected the defence forces. Like, Ireland's literally the weakest country in Europe in the terms of defence. Like, if you had conscription, you need to have some kind of structured defence force, like a large number in the army and stuff like that. And then we currently don't have that. Like Denmark literally has more troops than us at the moment, like who are permanent and stuff now. And Andrews, obviously, yeah. But see, they probably were like the Scandinavian countries. Norway has conscription. I think Sweden has conscription. Like they have always had conscription into the military and stuff like that for men and stuff like that. Yeah, it was South Korea, yeah, but I'm just thinking about in Europe, South Korea, like it's understandable in South Korea and Finland. Like Ireland, there'd be really no need because there's not really any threat, like now in our back door, to say the least. There's no really threat. It'd be different if we had bad relations with the United Kingdom or something, and then you could justify bringing in conscription. Like South Korea has no Korea right on top of it, it's firing missiles. And it's a rogue, like no Korea is a rogue state, it's just totally rogue. So it's understandable why South Korea would have conscription and stuff like that. And then obviously China, the other side too, is not helping them either. So it's understandable why South Korea would take them measures. But Ireland will be, you're surrounded by base in NATO. Not likely something's going to happen, basically. Yeah, the Swiss model. Like in Finland, they do have guns. Like a lot of people have guns for hunting and stuff like that. But I like as I said before, I think we should have a big enough army. Like we should have the size of Denmark, with about 20,000 active soldiers or something like that. Like a country like that, Switzerland and stuff like that has a big standing army. For the size of it. Like we should probably have 20,000 professional soldiers, not just conscripts and stuff like that. Like professional soldiers. But I don't think about conscript. I don't think we should bring in conscription here unless there's an active threat. But not likely we will be an active threat here. Yeah, I know with the Sweden. Yeah. Yeah, like Switzerland too be a dangerous country, but eventually, like it's probably within the next 20 years. I say Austria and Switzerland probably will give up their neutrality and join NATO. I say they probably will, particularly Austria. I say will join NATO, because apparently there's a lot of pressure on Austria now to join NATO. Not so much on because the Irish people are very much against it, but because it didn't, it's not going well. The Irish government decided about it before, and people kind of told them no. Then they couldn't really change people's mind. But I can see Austria joining out in the next few years, and probably Switzerland to give up its Switzerland's kind of given up its neutrality at this stage. Might Liechtenstein might take over the world. They're afraid of Liechtenstein. Like I'd be afraid of Liechtenstein too, wouldn't you? They could take over the world. Them Liechtenstein people are very dangerous. It's small. It's only about 5,000 people or so in Liechtenstein. Anyway, here we'll probably leave it there for tonight. I don't think there's much else to say. I just thought about that now, about Denmark. But sure, look, I think there was a poll done too, and people in Denmark seem to be happy enough with it and don't seem to be too upset about it. So, as long as they're happy with it, I suppose that's the main thing. As long as they're happy, kind of doing conscription stuff like that. That's the main thing. Disputed, yeah. We'll see. Turkey is important because it has the Straits of the Bosphorus, and the Russian Navy, the Russian Black Sea Fleet, can't get out because they need the Turkish Straits to be open. So they can't do that. If Turkey Turkey is in NATO, they can't get the warships out of the Black Sea basically to wherever in the country because it's Turkey that owns the strait. Because Turkey can just deny the Russians access, but so Turkey is very strategic from that regard. Even though the Black Sea Fleet is nothing too really scuppered at all, because it's just a few ships and that's only Russian ships. Like the Russian Navy is just shit. It's no such thing as, the Russian Navy has never been such a threat, I suppose. Russians not too well known for their navy. Does that make any sense? Anyway, here we leave it there. We're not going to big discussion about navies and this, that, so thank you for watching. I talk to you again. We'll probably be back Wednesday. Maybe we'll be back tomorrow night, maybe for an hour, just to chat and see how the people get on St. Patrick's Day. And that'll be it. I say. How Swiss was, I couldn't tell you. But anyway, here, I leave you to it. Thank you for watching. I have to talk to Santa Patrick, a new person that we celebrate on the 16th of March now. We're having 2 St. Patrick's Days. There's one for St. Patrick on the 17th, and now there's one for March the 16th for St. Patrick. Of course. You pushed him down a hill. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Here, I will go anyway. I'll talk to you later. I've been exposed for killing the person. So, here, I'll talk to you later, and good night.